What's up, y'all? I'm Jalen.
And I'm Jada.
And thanks for tuning in to another episode of We Out Here.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back to the podcast.
What's up?
All right. So last time we were together, we finished off with talking about our grandparents and their relationship with our parents. So that's going to lead us into today's topic, which is generational curses.
Thanks.
Yeah. There is no definition in the dictionary. So I have from Google, whatever this is, blog vs ECU. A generational curse is a habit or behavior that has been passed down from one generation to the next. And then there's also the question under it was, what is a generational curse in the Bible? And this is from Wave something, nunnally.com. It says, to those who teach generational curse, interpret these verses to mean that a person's guilt is genetically passed down to all his descendants. You good over there?
No, it hurts.
Your ear?
Yeah, when you push a Q-tip too far, but it's not even in my ear. Can you say that last part again?
Yeah, so this is from the, to answer what is a generational curse in the Bible. To those who teach generational curse, interpret these verses to mean that a person's guilt is genetically passed down to all his descendants.
Okay. That pretty much sums it up. I feel like a lot of things get passed down by blood. Whether they're positive or negative. For royalty, for example, it goes to your firstborn son, they automatically become the king. And then if there's no son, then they become the queen. And, it goes down the line that way. Sometimes if there was a daughter, no son, but there was an uncle, then the uncle has, the power over the daughter. There's things that pass down that way. But there's also what that first definition said is patterns, just in habits in life, which I see some that happen in my own family and lineage, just within my immediate family, between my grandparents, my parents, and then to me, I see stuff. But I don't think there's a different way to define generational curse besides something negative that's being passed down. Because there's also generational wealth, which doesn't necessarily mean money. In the way that I was talking about with the royalties, kings and queens and all that stuff. Generational wealth could be positive ideas that get passed along. Do you have a different dictionary? Wow. Do you have a different definition?
No, it's pretty straightforward. Habits, stuff like that. And then it seemed like with the Bible one, it was more of a something was saying your sins get passed down or whatever. So that's up to what you believe.
I mean, but it's the same thing. I mean, a sin is just negative
Yeah.
thoughts, negative habits. It's just a different way of saying things that don't serve you well. Right? I mean, that's a whole nother topic.
That's pretty straightforward, though. No other way.
Yeah, I mean, it's really no other way to chop it up. Generational curse. Let's look up the definition of just curse and see what comes up. Because I feel like maybe that'll give us a little more. A solemn utterance intended to invoke a supernatural power to inflict harm or punishment on someone or something. She'd put a curse on him. That's the first one. Second one, an offensive word or phrase used to express anger or annoyance. And those are, the word curse is a noun. And then the word curse is a verb. Invoke or use a curse against. It often seemed as if the family had been cursed. And then utter offensive words in anger or annoyance. That's interesting. It's a noun or a verb, but the tense doesn't change. Still curse.
I just started thinking about holes.
Holes. Oh, yeah,
family was
holes.
cursed.
I thought you meant like holes.
Coals?
Like actual,
no,
holes.
No.
And I was like,
The movie,
yes.
his family was cursed. He had to carry the dude up the mountain.
Yep. That's some real stuff. Sometimes you gotta take on what your great grandpappy did. Your great grandpappy.
You do have to take it on if you want to be the one to change it.
Correct. And that brings us into our next question. Where do you see this idea of generational curses appear in your life?
A couple different areas. So, one would be financial, the way people handle money.
1,000%.
Yeah. it's not a good look. And then there is with relationships. Ooh.
Whoa. I'm okay.
Okay. Relationships, broken homes, stuff like that. Which is also like a I'm really losing my words today. Y'all, I've been losing my mind today. Going off on a tangent a little bit. At work, we have like a code to get in the back. Why did I go to the bathroom and I came back and I was like, oh my God, I don't know the code. I had to go to the manager and be like, I forgot. Sorry. But anyway, it's also what are we called? A cultural kind of thing as well. But yeah, and then also within another form of relationships, I guess I'll describe it because I don't really know the exact words, but like, or maybe I do know the word affection. Yeah, a lack of that, and which also damn, I just said it, I forgot it again. A cultural thing. Hiding a lot of things within the family. Yeah, those are major generational things.
Yeah. I agree with what you said. Financially, like spending money the same way your parents spend money. Relationship wise, how you like interact with others and what you expect out of certain relationships comes from what you've learned in your family. I think the hardest part about this all is that there's really no one to blame. Like, yes, it's a generational curse, right? So it had to have started somewhere, but you can't teach what you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So if their parents didn't teach them any better, then what are they supposed to teach us?
Yeah, for sure. It's funny. It's not funny, but so I had a discussion with both my parents last week, and we were just talking about like how they were brought up and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you can't teach what you don't know, but they also put or tried to instill in me things that their parents lacked
Mm-hmm.
when it came to bringing them up.
But sometimes, even with the most trying, you could wind
Yeah.
up doing the same thing.
Just in a different
And
way.
yeah, in a different way. Because their parents also were trying to bring them up in a better light than whatever their parents did. Because that's always the goal, right? Is for your child to be better than you, for your child to live a better life than you are. But then it becomes a mindset thing. There's like this whole, like, I wholeheartedly believe in like ancestors, right?
Mm-hmm.
And being connected literally through blood. So like things are carried in our DNA based on things that have happened in the past, especially traumas. I have an example, but I'm not really like versed on the example, so I can't say it verbatim. But the what is it? The Irish potato famine, right? Niggas was starving. So then as you continued, like as the generations continued, the people starting to get a little thick, a little round, because the generations were like the body. I don't know how to explain it. It's like evolution, but on a different level, on a more like complex level. So they're children of those who were like in the midst of the famine have like a thicker body shape than their predecessors. What the? Hold on, because I gotta look this up. Let me ask Google. Predecessors. Raspberries. No.
Wikipedia. The raspberry is an edible fruit of a multitude of plant species.
Predecessary.
Of the rose family, most of which
Oh wait.
Predecessor.
Predecessor. Yeah, it just came up on Google. Wait, earlier today I said inflammation instead of inflation. I swear I'm not a dumbass. I swear I'm not. Okay. Anyway, their predecessor, because their body was like, oh shit, what if another famine happens? I can't be skin and bones no more. You know what I'm saying? And so there's like proof of genes changing as certain things happen along the line. And there's also been studies about the psychology of African Americans specifically being different because of what has happened in the past. Even if those things aren't currently true now, like even if it's not as extreme as it was in the past, that because of what happened, not only just stories being passed along and warnings being passed along verbally, but just our natural instincts. Like the way a black person will run from a dog is crazy. They see something
Just
loose,
a dog.
they be like, oh, wait,
From
hold on,
sounds. We
hold on.
used to be walking and we
It
hear
could
something.
be anything. We be like, whoa, whoa.
I was watching, I was watching them scary
Like,
games last night. I was watching one with Rico, and the sounds kept happening. He would just
yeah.
duck.
It's
He was like,
a
my legs
thing.
can't take this.
I'm not saying other cultures don't get scared, whatever.
Yeah, but it's a natural thing.
it's like
Before,
different.
like we were in North Carolina. I was with my dad, my stepmom, and my brother, and we were getting in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Or this might not be a good example because my brother's black too, and he don't be having that reaction. But it was like a firework or something, and I was like,
Oh, shit.
and everybody was like, "You good?" It also might be where I'm from, though.
It could, I mean,
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area. And
but I'm not even, I'm not even from that area. I'm going to do the same thing. I said, whoa. No. Oh my gosh. I was driving in the back streets and they had a gun range. And so I'm driving with the windows down. He said, pop.
You were like, oh no, I gotta get out of here.
Girl,
Wait,
the way
no,
I
that's the thing
swerved.
though, because I remember I was coming back from dropping my cousin off at school, and it took me a completely different route, and I was like, oh no,
Lord. I
I
said,
start
oh, they
seeing
finna
certain
get me.
signs.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh no, don't run out of gas.
Honestly, what's so scary is seeing the American flag and be like, oh man, they finna get me. Like, not even like a Confederate flag. I feel like the American flag be making me feel weird, which is very concerning to me. Because when I think of the image of the type of person who has the American flag outside of their house, that person to me don't seem like they're interested in unity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I never thought about that.
It's usually like American flag and then a dump 2020 flag and
Those
then,
were the signs, and
then a Blue Lives Matter flag.
Let me
and
get
I'm
out of
like,
here.
"Ooh,
I wonder if it also not asking for help.
Mm-hmm. And that's not just like, that's like also like a Black woman thing specifically. To like be the need to be superhuman.
I'm all right.
Everything is fine. I'm good. I got it. We good.
Your leg is off.
Nah, don't worry about it. I'm gonna sew it right back on. It's okay. It's fine. Look, it's fine.
I was just telling somebody at work about when I got in the car accident.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, you gotta go to the hospital. And I was like, I gotta go take my fitness test. They were like, you
They're
sure
like,
you want to
"Girl."
take it today? Yeah, I'm here. Damn. Nigga was sore as fuck.
In pain.
In the car is spinning. And they're like, Mario. And I'm sitting there thinking, damn, I missed my bus.
Like, that's crazy. Like, that's something to
Whole car is total.
And you're like, oh, man,
Shit.
my bus. Like, it's definitely a society wide thing. Everybody's family has something that's being like passed down the line as far as generational curses.
Oh, because it's really weird. So, like, I'm going to use mine as example.
Mm-hmm.
So, with my grandmother did not let my mom do anything.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't allowed to, like, go to the school she wanted to go to.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, she had to do everything on her own. So, with me, my mom was forcing me to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
And that wasn't working out for me. But also, like, with certain things, she'll look at me and be like, why don't you know how to do that? But that's because she had to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
So when it came to me, she would do everything for me. And then it became to a point where I didn't know how to do things for myself.
Mm-hmm.
But she'd be like, why don't you know?
You did it.
Yeah, but my grandma didn't let her do certain things, and then she made sure that I was able to do those things, like go to the school I wanted to go to and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it was never just that. Like, it's like a big, you got to go to the school that you wanted to go to. Why aren't you? And it's like,
I didn't want to go to that school. I could have skipped out on the whole thing.
It's funny because it's like you were saying earlier, like, because of the way she was brought up, she tried to do something different, but it still had a similar pushback and
same
negative effect.
Yeah. Yeah. Something, well, I mean, this is much smaller than your thing, but my mother used to take me, like, every weekend. We would just go to the mall. Like, I would get my hair done every weekend. Like, there was like a very specific weekend routine of just spending money.
Mm-hmm.
My grandmother did the same thing with her. Just go buy shit to go buy shit. My great grandmother did the same thing with my grandmother. Just hey, let's go downtown. We going downtown. We gonna go buy some. And here I am. What do I do every single weekend? Spend fucking
I don't
money.
even know where. I don't see you, my nigga.
I just be out here, and it don't even be anything crazy. I'd be like, oh, well, I gotta go to Target, get a few things. $60.
Target
I'd be like,
gets everybody.
I'm hungry. I should get some food. Let me $30. I'd be like, okay. You know what I really want? I really want a new pair of shoes. And it just like snowballs into this like weird pattern that I'd be stuck in. But it's not because I don't understand how money works, but I was taught things like be a lady. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I was taught things like show respect to others, make sure that when you step out of the house, you're representing your house well. Not, bitch, put $1 away. Every time you get paid $3, put at least $1 away. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then they started saying that stuff to me when I got older. But I don't know what that means.
I was told this stuff, but there was never a representation of it, actually.
You know, we don't pass anything down. Like as a culture, as a society,
No.
we don't be passing shit down. And then be like, this generation's a mess.
But that's
whose fault? Who raised this generation?
That's what I'm saying. That me and my friend were talking about this other day. We weren't talking about this. We were actually talking about relationships with the dudes and and like what we want out of them. And I was talking about how like I would want somebody that I could build something with so that we can leave something behind. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I ain't got nothing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I've been thinking, and I've said this entire season, I've said the same thing. I'm really invested in being able to take care of those who are before me and those who will come after me. Because my parents, if I ask them for something, they'll make it happen because they're my parents and that's just who they are. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they have the energy or the resources to do it. They're just going to pull it out their ass and make it happen because that's who they are. But that's such a draining lifestyle to live.
Yes.
And then to continue to pretend like it's okay. And to see my parents struggle with taking care of their parents, not financially, but just in a mental sense of feeling like you're responsible. You have another dependent on top of the family that you're already trying to build, and trying to like balance that and having that extra stress. So I don't know, this is a really weird age to like be on the like outside and the inside at the same time. Like if there's a wall and you're like doing a play or something, you're somehow the audience, the narrator, and like a character in the play. That's how it feels to be 20 something. It's like you're trying your best to navigate into adulthood and building, but you're still looking back because you quite haven't hit the adult part. So then that's your like narrator. You're the audience when you're trying to figure out what the hell you need to do. So you're watching all these people go through these things because you now understand like the struggle, like from the maturity standpoint. So you're watching, trying to figure it out. But then you're the narrator because you're like, oh, well, this is here and then this is here and then that's happening. In your brain, you're trying to figure this shit out. But then you're also on the inside because it's happening to you. Like you can't do anything because you're still young. You haven't built anything. So it's not yours. You still have to operate within the parameters that everyone else has set for you.
Sorry.
What?
Yeah,
Oh, parameters.
I was like, did that hurt?
No, it just,
Sorry,
it's just bone. I'm a little bony in my hands. Yeah, you still have to live within the parameters that everybody set for you. Yes, it's a very strange place to be. So I want to be able in my life to physically, mentally, emotionally, financially be able to support the people who have come before me and support the people who came after me. Now, I'm not saying everything has to be perfect.
Yeah.
But I want to be in a better position than my parents are right now when I'm about to turn 50. And it's not, it's, I don't know. It sounds like a lot, but it's not really. If I'm being proactive for me in my life now, I got 25 years to 50. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of life. That's somebody's entire lifespan. You know what I mean? That's a lot of years to live life and to grow and to be mindful. You know, instead of focusing on shit that don't matter, like paying bills. Like that shit is so like, that shit is so weak. That shit is so weak.
Because
like,
one of my coworkers is like, yeah, so I'm moving out of like her home. And I was like, oh yeah, this is my first year out. Sound like prison, don't it? She was like, so tell me about it. She was like, tell me about it. And I was like, well, the months be going by so fast and you'd be like, damn, I just paid them.
Yeah.
And my other coworker, the manager, she's a lot older. She was drinking something. She was busted out laughing. She was like, is it really? Is it the months or is it the bills? And I was like, it's the months. It's going by so fast. I had a day today. We'll talk about it off the thing. It's fucking crazy. Oh my God. It's fucking crazy. These people is after me. Anyway.
Yeah. It's, yeah, things like that don't matter. Student loans, bills, working.
Yeah, but they just hold you down.
Yeah, but they're
fucking
crazy. There are people who don't live that life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There are people who choose to not, who choose to live a simple life. I'm really trying to be on an island. I can learn. I can learn how to find my own food, grow my own food. Those are skills. Where are the skills? Who's going to teach me skills? The fact that I still don't understand taxes and my parents are 50 and they still like,
and I be calling.
They still be like, I don't know, turn it in.
So do I do this? And they be like, You be like, all right. My dad was like, you should probably get somebody to help you with that.
He said it ain't me.
I was like, so I got to pay for that though, right?
Heck yeah.
I figured it out.
Yo.
And I always be scared that they coming after me because I didn't answer something right.
Ooh, let's stop talking about that.
I'm just saying. But no, I be doing my research. It's in there, correct, y'all? It's right. It's right.
I did it. It's right. So how do we combat these curses?
Okay. First step is recognizing them, because some people don't even realize that these are a thing. They're
That
just
these
in
are
it.
cycles.
Yeah. So recognizing them. Number two, wanting some type of change. Because some
Correct.
people just accept it. They're just like, this is the way it is. And, well,
For some people, that's their like reality. I feel like in certain situations, it's really hard to, in some situations, it's really hard to not accept it when like everyone around you is currently going through the same thing. Like, for example, gang related violence. If everybody you know is in a gang, you could be like, oh, I'm not going to submit to that violence. But if that's what you are in, it's really hard to break something like that, you know. And I think in a way, it does take a little bit of privilege to be able to recognize when you're stuck in a cycle and then not accept that cycle. But I agree with what you're saying. I'm not saying I don't agree, but it just be
no,
hard.
I
It'd
get
be
you, I
hard
get
out
you.
here.
I wasn't even talking for the people. I was talking for myself.
No, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Continue.
What did I say? Recognizing and wanting some
to
kind of change. And the next thing is action. Y'all, I don't really know. I'm
Ooh,
struggling.
That action word is up.
I know. These are just words that's coming in my head. I don't know, y'all. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But I think about one certain instance where my mom just started therapy this past year. So that's her wanting to break some cycles, because we had a lot of shit happen. Well, a lot of stuff come to light last year. And it was just a lot. So she went to go handle that within herself. And for me, I don't really know what I'm doing. I know what they are. And I would like things to change. I'm just trying to figure out how to do so. And then sometimes I'm just sitting there accepting.
But it's not a linear
But it's
line.
still it's like in everything else, it's a journey. So it's not, like you said, it's not linear. It's a journey. So
I mean, shit. It took how many generations for this mess to get to me? I'm supposed to just clean the whole thing
but
up.
that's my problem.
It's clean.
I have to know, like, I be putting it on me. We both out here trying to be superheroes. I ain't getting no powers, my nigga. Where are my powers?
I am not Superman.
I ain't got no super suit.
Superwoman. Honey, where's my super suit? Did you check your drawer?
And also just doing the best you can. Like I said, like, so with my family, a lot of people, we just really don't fuck with each other. No, very surface level relationships, people just don't mess with each other. And my way of doing it, of handling that before, was like, all right, well, I'm gonna go off, do my own thing, I'm running away, forget y'all don't even care, so whatever, I'm gonna go live my life. And then, like I was talking about this last week, after my grandfather died, it's kind of like, well, damn, we really, really don't fuck with each other. Like, that kind of bothers me. So for me, it's like, the best I can do is reach out to people and, say my piece, talk about whatever issues we have. And it's up to that other person to take what they will with it. But what I can say at the end of the day is that I tried.
Yeah. That you took it. You took action.
Right.
For me, knowledge has been a big thing. I also think this is like a little bit of a tangent. I also think that it's a cultural curse that we don't pass down any information about the people who came before us, just like who they were, their names,
Yep.
what they looked like.
Right.
Like every time I talk to my grandparents, they'd be like, so and so had all the information with all the pictures, and
They go home,
when they
did.
lost the house, all of that stuff got lost. But I do know that your great grandfather was really tall. Like, what does that do for me? You know what I mean? So and so had all the family names and pictures and knew everybody up until your great 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 grandparents, but they're no longer with us. What does that do
I
for
be
me?
getting the other week something happened like in the town that we're from or whatever, and my mom sent me and my cousins this thing like, "This is your cousin, like pray for her." I was like, I've never seen this woman in my life. I don't know who that is. And my mom later was like, "Yeah, I think she used to blah 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 blah." And I was like, "Mom, I've never heard of this person in my life. I have no idea who this is. I don't know this person." But it's like, okay.
I'm sorry for that man, but I do not know him. Yeah, it's so I'm interested in knowledge. And like I have this really bad habit of collecting things, like collecting all of the information and not putting it to use. We're pretty bad action people, friend. We need a little
I know I got my whole escape plan in my head.
A little support.
It's plan. But I haven't put anything down at all. I could be living it up
Living la vida loca.
for both of us.
Yeah.
But I'm also, I'm also getting to a point, I feel like, where I can't do nothing else but that. Like, ain't nothing else working.
So you might as well do what you
I
got
ain't got
planned.
nothing else.
Might as well do what you got planned. Like, yeah, I agree with you. First step is knowing. Second step is wanting to change, and the third step is action. That could be said for a million things in life. But do you think we can actually break these curses? Which goes back to us wanting to be super people, superhuman, super women.
Because I believe that I can.
I can break it. I can break all of them.
But also my plan in doing so, not necessarily that it was my plan, but like I said, I was trying to peace out and there wasn't nobody else around. So it's just, it's just me.
Yeah.
That's all you got, children. It's just me. The village is gone.
Right. It's me. Which that doesn't,
It doesn't make it's me trying to heal like anything else, trying to heal my own stuff. And then they're gonna have their problems from the lack. They ain't gonna have no family either.
Yeah.
I got family, but they not family.
Yeah.
They not really gonna have nobody. Y'all be all right. Suck it up.
I feel like, I don't know, it's so hard to say goodbye. It's, when you think about how everything is the same, sometimes I'd be like, I'm gonna wind up like my mom anyway. Like, really? Like, no matter, like, it's a DNA thing. Like, what really can I do? I always have these opposing sides to me. There's one side that's like, you can do it all, sister. You got it. and then listen. And then the other side is like, you fucking dumbass bitch. You don't got shit. You don't got nothing. Sit your ass down. Go to sleep. Don't do anything. And then my other side's, come on, girl. Like, literally, she's like
the
she's like a
fucking
cheerleader
person from the Barbie girl song. What's going on?
Hiya, Ken. No. That's literally the two
I
people.
think everybody has that.
Yeah.
But also mine has like a third side.
It'd be like Kermit.
The third side is?
What's the third side?
That's the third side. It just be nothing.
Yeah.
One side got all the ideas, we living it up. The other side be like, nah, cuz sit that ass down. And then the other one just, I don't know what we can do out here.
Yeah.
Can't help you.
I feel like some things cannot be broken. I've been thinking a lot about how partners are chosen and how you decide if you're going to stay with one person, and how this sounds so bad, but they're like, women wind up marrying people who are like their fathers, and men wind up marrying people who are like their mothers, because those are your role models. Those are your figures, and what you see is what you see. And even those people who try to avoid still wind up doing the shits.
Mm-hmm. I've been thinking about that too.
Like it's literally some things that are like deeply ingrained.
I don't think I'm like anybody's mom though.
And I think the best you are similar to your mother.
I said anybody else's.
Anybody else? Oh, like you.
How am I get chosen?
The funniest thing. Oh, how am I get chosen? Jada, that was funny. I don't know.
But I can't get picked.
You could be like somebody's mom, shy, reserved. They could love that. They're like, her. I want her. She reminds me of my good old sweet mother.
That's
Didn't
sweet.
say much, but she was a feisty one. How am I get chose out here?
I'm just saying.
Oh, that was really funny. Wow, I don't even know what I was talking about. That was so funny. Oh. It's just the way you said it. How am I gonna get chosen?
Cause I was real hurt.
But it's a what's the word?
Not sure.
It has to be a mutual decision. It's not like he's going down the line. Who do I want?
Yeah, but that just makes the pool smaller.
His name is Jada's
People are barely getting in.
But that's that's a thing for you to, what is it called? Fuck, I mean, damn. Uncover.
I'm trying.
I
think I'm trying, but I also
discover.
may not be. I got some stories.
I might be. I might not be.
Oh my God. Please take me to fantasy land.
Nah, you gotta stay in reality, friend. It's better for you out here. Trust me.
Not right now.
Yeah. So I mean, in a lot of ways, yes, we can break those curses. But there are some things that we won't be aware of until we are deep in the ancestral land and our great grandchildren are going through some shit. You're like, oh damn, that's for me.
3000?
Yeah. And so, oh wait, no, I won't sing. I've been singing this whole episode.
That's okay.
Yeah, and then we'll be like, oh damn, that shit was for me. My fault. My bad, youngin. My bad. I'm sorry. Don't be with him. save your money.
Oh my god.
Quite literally in the back, like, ooh.
We are the worst ghosts. That just reminded me of a SpongeBob and Patrick episode where they were like pranking people and they got invisible spray. So they were pretending to be ghosts. That's exactly how they sounded.
There's also just like a closing tidbit. There's a lotter. Oh, child. There's a lot of pressure in society nowadays, revolved around the word healed or healing. And so many like podcasts and life coaches and self-help books and I don't know, so many. Golly.
I know what you're saying.
And pushing self-care
Yeah.
in a way that is like pretty. I just listened to a podcast about this. In a way that makes it feel like you're not doing enough.
Yeah, I was going to say, it seems like oh my God, I just repeated myself. I don't know if everybody understands what healing actually entails.
No, I think it's a fad.
Because mental health started to become a fad where everybody was like, oh yeah, I got something wrong with me.
Yeah.
And we know, everybody got something wrong with them.
Correct.
But it started to become cool to not be okay. And then people who are really not okay, the people y'all used to make fun of. Yeah.
It's okay, friend. It's okay, friend.
I'm just saying, like, it just started to become cool. So now it's a big thing, like self-care.
I'm healed.
Blah, 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 blah,
I'm
blah,
healing.
Blah. It's not that easy. And you're never, once again, it's a fucking journey. You don't just come to an end.
People be like, yeah, so I've been doing therapy for years and I really healed myself from that. I'm looking at you like, girl, this is an ad. I'm talking about you really healed. No, you trying to sell me some shit.
Right. Scam.
So just, all of y'all out there, don't give in to the pressure of this fake healing that people are trying to sell you out here.
It doesn't have to be in the forefront. Like,
healing
people
is
don't
something
need to
deep.
know, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's you and your personal journey, and you handle that with yourself, not on social media.
Correct. I mean, you want to post a picture of your little bubble bath. I mean, go ahead.
But I'm talking about some real shit.
Yeah.
Come on. Oh, tomorrow is the first day of May.
Jesus.
That's Mental Health Awareness Month, by the way.
Again?
Yeah, we just had it last year.
We just had it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. God,
it's this year now. So, like, take care of yourself.
Focus on your own personal journey and find a way to open your eyes, to be awake. Find little moments in your life that are just for you. Because that's ultimately what we lack in this world. There's so much technology. There's so much information that we're constantly living in someone else's life. Ooh, bars. That was it right there. I felt that one. Constantly living in someone else's life. You need to take a moment that's just for you. That's just you.
For sure. When I was in California, I wasn't even on social media like that. And then I'd be here and my mind be melting. Like, Not Terrence Howard, man.
Man. Know what I'm saying, man?
But yeah.
I think that's all we got.
Yeah. So to answer the question, we don't really know.
We're working on that.
Yeah, we're all working on it.
We're healing.
We all, we're doing it. Because,
I mean, I'm not really doing shit.
yes, you are. You are.
I know
You got shit going on.
I got a lot of stuff going on, but I'm not. Do I really got it going on? Nah.
It's okay. It's okay. Because I'm definitely fucked up over here. Oh, Lord.
You keep calling him, he might show up. Hey.
Oh, my gosh. Anyway. All in all, thanks for rocking with us once again. And just know that we are all out here together.
Yeah.
On the Twitter,
Yeah.
on the Instagram,
Yeah.
on the YouTube.
Yeah.
And let's just, we got a community. Right now, the community is like me and Jalen. You guys
cool.
are welcome. Because it's rough out here, and you don't have to be alone.
Correct.
So, that's the end of this episode, and
we out here.
Peace.